Inflation prospects among consumers here retreated to 4.3% in August from 4.7% back in July. That was the highest since the start of the monthly survey 2 decades ago. Our Finance Ministry correspondent Ji starts us off.
South Korea could soon be over the worst of the high inflation. Consumers in the country are still anticipating high inflation in the coming months, but those expectations are lower than last month, with the expected inflation figure dropping for the first time in 8 months. According to the Bank of Korea's survey of roughly 2,500 households in August, which was released on Tuesday, expected inflation for the next 12 months stood at 4.3%. That's down 0.4 percentage points from the all-time high figure recorded in July. The Bank of Korea attributed the fall to expectations that global consumer prices will peak in the second half of this year and oil prices will fall. The think tank Korea Economic Research Institute says in order to curb consumer prices, it is important to stabilize the expected inflation rate. According to its analysis, when the expected inflation rises by 1 percentage point, it leads to a 0.67 percentage point rise in the actual consumer price index. The think tank said if the expected inflation settles down, the inflation is likely to peak in September at 7%, then start to fall. South Korea's inflation hit a new record in July as prices rose at the fastest pace in nearly 24 years. It was the second month in a row that consumer prices have risen on-year by more than 6%, which is far higher than the government's target of 2%. Meanwhile, consumer sentiment improved a touch. The composite consumer sentiment index for August came to around 88.8, up 2.8 points. But the figure is still well below 100, meaning the public is more pessimistic than optimistic about the economy. Ji, Arirang News.